Welcome back to my Philippines 2024 vlog. In the last video, I ate a lot of great Filipino food and also tried balut for the first time. Today we're going on a history tour and eating at the oldest Chinatown in the world. We started off the day with breakfast at my uncle's house. They made us eggs and bacon and also bought some local bread called pan de sal. I've had these in the US, but this tasted way better than anything I've ever had. It had a lighter texture and was way more addictive. The eggs in the Philippines are also just so amazing. I don't know why, but they taste like they have a deeper flavor here. My mom paid for a service where a driver picks us up and a tour guide teaches us about the history of the Philippines. We actually had two very knowledgeable tour guides. The main area we toured at was Rizal Park. The driver dropped us off and the tour guides showed us around. It was kinda hot out, but it was a cool experience. There was an old underground dungeon that I wanted to check out, but the tide was too high so we couldn't see it. Most of the rest of the tour happened in the van. As we drove past important landmarks, the tour guides pointed them out and gave us the history of it. The best part of the tour was visiting the local Chinatown, Binondo. It's apparently the oldest one in the whole world. Our first stop was Bei Dumplings. These blew my mind. I have never tasted a dumpling this good in my entire life. Everything from its soft texture to its intense flavor was amazing. Unfortunately, I don't know what was ordered. One person in our group said that it was the vegetarian dumpling, while another said it was filled with pork and garlic chives. I ate it really fast because it was so good. If there was meat in there, it was really tender. The next stop on our walk was a sugarcane juice place. It was super hot outside, so it was really nice to have some cold and fresh sugarcane juice. It didn't taste too different from the ones I've had in LA though. We stopped by another place that I can't remember the name of since I was just following the group to wherever they led us. We got a pork cutlet that was really good. It had a nice crispy outside and was really tender. It tasted great. I'm guessing it was seasoned with 5 spice or something similar. Despite its bland appearance, it tasted pretty unique. We also got a sort of bland but refreshing dumpling noodle soup. Luckily, there was some really great hot sauce that made it taste a lot better. It was getting too hot, so we eventually left and headed to the Manila Hotel. We booked this trip a long time ago, hoping to celebrate my grandmother's 90th birthday here. Unfortunately, she passed before turning 90, but we still celebrated here in her honor since she really liked this place. I was still pretty full from the Chinatown food, but I got a mango smoothie and it was really refreshing. Mangoes here taste so much better than in LA. I also shared a purple rice cake dessert called puto bonbong with my wife. The dessert was alright, but at least the ambiance in the hotel was great. Later that evening, we went to a fancy Cantonese Chinese restaurant. I don't know how to pronounce its name correctly, but it's spelled Xiu. The restaurant was beautiful and the food was even better. They started us off with some pork belly, century egg, char siu, chicken, and jellyfish. I usually don't like century egg, but this one was really good. As always, the pork belly was the best part. Next was a refreshing soup with rice, seafood, and vegetables. It tasted like sizzling rice soup except without the sizzling. Next was the Peking duck. The coolest part was that they prepared it tableside. I'd never seen someone cut up a roast duck like this before. The presentation was amazing. I just wish that they had served us baos instead of the Peking duck pancakes. We also ordered fried pigeon and it somehow tasted even better than the roast duck. It was really fatty and juicy. We also had some steamed fish that tasted great. Surprisingly, the best food ended up being the fried rice. I've eaten and cooked a lot of fried rice, but this was easily the best I've ever had. It wasn't overloaded with too much soy sauce, none of the rice stuck together, and the rice had a great charred wok flavor. My parents had always told me that Chinese food in the Philippines tasted better than in the US, but I didn't expect it to be this amazing. Thanks for watching. In the next part, something really terrible happens to me. Check out parts 1 and 2 if you haven't already. See you next time.